All right, so here we go with the topic 6, lesson 6. It has to deal with the associative property of multiplication. And what that's saying is that no matter how we have our factors grouped, as long as we're multiplying all of the factors together, you would still get the same product. Kind of just like it's just like our associative property of addition. That if we were to add these numbers, 2 plus 3 plus 4, I could group the 2 and the 3, get 5, add 4, and find my answer of 9. Or I could have done 2 plus 3 plus 4 and grouped the 3 and 4, gotten 7, and added the 2, and still gotten 9. Well, if we were to take a look at it here and actually multiply these numbers, our factors, would we get the same answer? And we'd say 2 times 3 and multiply that by 4. Well, 2 times 3 is 6. And we say 6 times 4. And that would get us our answer of 24. All right, so let's try it another way. And we say grouping the 3 and the 4. Well, the 3 and the 4 is 12, and 2 times 12 gets you 24. It happens to work out very nicely. So again, the associative property of multiplication is taking more than 2 factors, 3 or more factors, and you are grouping them. And no matter how you group them, you would still get the same product. So let's try that if we have 2 multiplication problems. I have 5 times 7 times 2, and 5 times 7 is grouped. Then I have on the other side of the equal sign, 5 times the product of 7 times that mystery number. So what would be my mystery factor in that problem? Well, my mystery number would be 2. You notice that I had a 5 here and a 5 there. I had a 7 here. I have a 7 here. And the only thing that was missing was my 2. What would be, how you can group this however you want, what would be your answer for 3 times 5 times 2 times 0? Oh, I guess that is kind of easy. We see that 0 in there, and our answer would be 0. No matter how we group it, we're still multiplying something by 0. 2 times 0 would be 0, and this would be, the 5 and the 3 would be 15 times 0 is still 0. Well, let's get rid of that 0. All right, so what is 3 times 5 times 2? Ooh. All right, well, how would you like to group that? I see that I have a 5 and a 2, and I know 5 and 2, that's 10. Oh, now I can take 3 times 10, and I would get 30. Or I could try it as 3 times 5 and get 15 times 2, which would get me 30. So either way, no matter how I group those numbers, I would still get the same answer. I could even say, what's 3, take that 2, put it here, and group the 3 and the 2 together, times that remaining 5. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 times 5 is 30. So even taking that factor and moving it and rearranging that grouping gets you the same product. What I'd like you to do for your homework tonight is come up with your own 3-factor problem and solve. Find your own 3-factor problem and solve it. I'll need to know blank times blank equals blah, blah. Fill in the blanks and be prepared to show me your equation in class tomorrow.